respected Honorable Chief Justice VIVHU BAKRU, who has delivered his inaugural address. Another respected good friend of mine, both from the days of my law college days and at the bar, Sri Uday, senior advocate and former advocate general. The young and energetic, the editor, Dr. HEGDE, is a practicing advocate, mediator. Mrs. SHWETA RAVISHANKar, treasurer of Advocate Association Bengaluru, sub-editor of Vakeelara Vaahini of this commemorative issue. The Honorable Judges of Karnataka High Court were present in this function. Bar Council members, the Vice President of the Bengaluru Advocate Association, the General Secretary, the Treasurer, the former Vice President, General Secretary of the Bar Association, learned senior council lodge member over here, young and energetic members of the bar, Mr. Prashant Chandra, who is the founder of this Vakeelara Vaahini, friends from different parts, namely from Chidlaghatta, Srirangapatna, the registrars of the Karnataka High Court, friends from print media and electronic media. At the outset, I must express my sincere gratitude to the Honorable Chief Justice for having accepted the invitation to inaugurate this function. And I must also express my thanks to all the concerned, more particularly Dr. D.M. HEGDE, Mrs. SHWETA RAVISHANKar, in organizing this function and bringing out this commemorative issue on me. It is an excellent journal. I must also thank all the writers, both from the Education Department, Bar Council members, politicians, advocate friends who have contributed their letters which are published in this commemorative issue. Time is very short. I cannot speak more on this occasion for the reason that Honorable Chief Justice has got another engagement. I am aware of it. And this is not an occasion for me. For another reason, that tomorrow is a working day. Last week before the Christmas holidays. So lawyers will be busy. They have to go. Clients will be waiting. Senior lawyers must have already given timing for getting the briefs and briefing. So therefore I must be very I must speak only what is necessary on this occasion. I have traveled as a lawyer, as a judge, as a Chief Justice, as a Supreme Court judge. I completed my both as a practicing lawyer as a Chief Justice and Supreme Court Judge on 14th November 2025, 50 years. My journey was an excellent journey. I enjoyed my practicing days as an advocate. I must not have earned money, but I have earned the love and affection of the litigant public, more particularly the working class of this state. I also earned a lot of respect, love and affection from the senior members of the bar and Indian energetic members of the bar. I was an active practitioner. I was an active life member of Bengaluru Advocate Association. The Advocate Association of Bengaluru is a unique association in the Asian continent. It is the biggest one single association in India. The Bengaluru Advocate Association has produced eminent jurists, chief justices, eminent senior lawyers, and other lawyers, and they have strived very hard to develop the law in various disciplines. As a lawyer, I have learned from my litigants, senior lawyers, judges of this great High Court. These bar produced great number of advocate generals who appeared on behalf of the state government in defending the state litigation. Their service for the development of law is appreciated. Their contribution of law is immeasurable. My dear friends, as a lawyer, I used to appear in the labor courts, Tahsildar courts, Assistant Registrar courts, land tribunals, revenue appellate tribunals, cooperative appellate tribunals, civil courts, magistrate courts, criminal courts, sessions courts, motor vehicles, accident claims tribunals. All the courts I used to appear. I had a lot of experience from conducting different cases in the Karnataka state. As a lawyer, I used to appear before the Supreme Court also. But I was not getting money like present senior members, senior counsel who are getting in Supreme Court. I used to appear for the working class. To get a air ticket was a great problem for my clients. Without money, expecting money, hundreds of workers' cases I appeared during 1980 and 86 and got them justice. I must have conducted pro bono cases, a very alternative case, whether the client has paid money or not paid money. I have appeared Labour Court, High Court, and Supreme Court. I never insisted to pay my legal fee. I gained lot of knowledge from the litigants, their agony, their hardship, taught me lesson to become a good lawyer, before my elevation, I used to appear in all the courts from morning 10:30 to 4:30. In between, I have conducted number of trials in the labor court, civil courts, magistrate courts, and district sessions courts. I enjoyed my profession. I got abundant love and affection from all sections of the people. My dear friends, as a Chief Justice, what Chief Justice can do, I have shown. A very poor state in India, Odisha state. I went there in the month of March 2010. During my time, I established 8 district courts. Law Minister, the then Law Minister VIVEK gave me 5,000 surplus money which was unutilized to my state. That money I spent for the lawyers community, providing libraries, air conditioned court halls, air conditioned the chambers. The green bench or infrastructure bench of Supreme Court gave direction within 48 hours. We must ask the state government to file an affidavit to provide infrastructure. Immediately after I received the communication, that was a Sunday, from Delhi I received the information. I summoned the Chief Secretary. We passed the resolution. Within no time, the Chief Minister allocated 3,000 crores for the infrastructure. The Chief Minister was very much cooperative. During my regime, 130 crores, 6 crore story High Court building was constructed. 57 acres of land between 2 rivers. I constructed National Law School, the school buildings. It is one of the best law college in India today. Every district headquarters, mediation center, legal service authority, office, I constructed. So this was a great opportunity for me to serve the people of the country, both in Karnataka state, Odisha state, and in the Supreme Court. I rendered in my considered view justice to the needy people. I interpreted the preamble and part 3 and part 4 of the Constitution of India to render justice to the needy people. The interpretation of law and the constitutional philosophy and the concept is only to achieve justice, social, economic and political. That is my understanding of law. When that matter, I did my best as a judge, Chief Justice and Supreme Court judge. So my dear friends, this has been recognized by the people. That's how you have invited me here to felicitate me, to bring out a commemorative magazine in requesting the senior members, the middle-aged lawyers, laureates, educationalists, politicians, to write articles about me, which are published. Today, at the hands of Honorable Chief Justice, this book, these magazines today are launched. It will be available. You can read. If you read the articles, it Justice Gowda has done to the nation as a lawyer and a judge will tell you. I don't want to speak more. It's a great nation. We are not dearth of the natural resource, human resource, the material resource. Despite these, we are suffering from backwardness, a developing nation. Unemployment problem. Rural India, people 66%. The annadatas are suffering. The peasantry, the agricultural laborers are suffering. More particularly, you the lawyers or the officers of the court. I always, as a lawyer, as a judge, strongly believe lawyers play a predominant role to maintain independence of the judiciary, which is the important aspect to maintain rule of law. It is the lawyers who are the guardians of the Constitution. The constitutional governance is required in a parliamentary democracy. The parliamentary democracy is held to be the basic structure of the Constitution of India. I am sure that lawyers have been discharging the constitutional and statutory duties. I am aware of the fact that the lawyers' strength day by day is increasing. There are eminent lawyers, eminent non-designated lawyers, original thinkers, original lawyers. They are doing human social service. I am not referring to all. At least a sizable number of people think of the nation, common man, rule of law, because of the role that has been played by the lawyers community. Today, the constitutional democracy is still a hope for the people. You are discharging the duty. But your welfare must be taken care. I am sure that the present Chief Justice will take care of your interest. I am aware, in a metropolitan city like Bengaluru, lawyers' living conditions, more particularly the youngsters who join at the bar, they require a great financial help and moral help. That is very much required. When I was a junior, my senior has given me great support. That's how I had great opportunity conducting the cases, got more exposure, and I was recognized by R.P. Sethi, Justice R.P. Sethi. He took my consent to elevate me as a judge of this High Court. Within 2 months or 3 months, I decided to resign and come back and practice as a lawyer, but it did not happen. When I was made permanent judge, I refused to go and take the medical examination. From Delhi, there was a lot of pressure on me. They told me that you cannot run away from the High Court judgeship. I took it, challenging task. I continued. I reached the Supreme Court. I did my best to the public litigant. I am 100% sure that the Chief Justice leadership will give new dimension to this High Court. More particularly, the members of the bar will certainly have great days ahead of you. Welfare, your law chambers are required. Yes, we have been demanding, insisting the government to give land, construct law chambers. It did not happen. We demanded the state government to land for the construction of apartments to the lawyers. That has not happened. I am sure it is Chief Justice summon the Chief Minister, PWD Minister, Revenue Minister, we can get land for the construction of apartments to the lawyers community. That's very, very much important and required. Lawyers, no doubt, they are private practitioners, but without lawyers, the Indian judiciary cannot function. Is very, very important. At the same time, you must also aware, you must extend full cooperation to the Chief Justice and judges, both district judiciary and the High Court. If you do not cooperate, the litigant will suffer. Please keep this in your mind. Your support is very much required for the Chief Justice. If the Chief Justice decides along with his companion judges, because of the pendency of the cases, both in the district judiciary and the High Court, of course, the consultation of the bar and senior members, they will never say no. The court working days can be increased to minimize the litigation and reduce the litigation. That's how we can render human service to the public litigant. You will be remembered. Chief Justice certainly will take you into confidence. Please cooperate with the Chief Justice and companion judges to do this important task which is very much required. People are suffering, litigants are suffering. So we have to extend our fullest cooperation to the institution. The independence of judiciary is very much required for the present day position. Please understand. Because of the lawyers, because of the institution, rule of law is there and constitution can be implemented. For implementation of constitution, it should be protected. So constitution must be protected. National integrity and unity must be protected. That is only possible in the presence and active role of the lawyers. Lawyers must protect the institution. Lawyers must extend fullest cooperation to the judges for speedy disposal of the cases. Way back in 1979, in interpreting Article 21 in a criminal case, Katol, Supreme Court has said the speedy justice is part of Article 21. 79 to more than 45 years, we are not able. The partition suits are still pending for the last 50 years. My own brother-in-law case in Amravati court, 50 years partition, the suit declaration pending, suit for partition is pending. So we must take cognizance of these facts. Therefore, the Chief Justice must have thought over seriously and decided to work on Saturday. Please keep this in mind. I am sure Chief Justice will definitely take you into confidence. Your support is very much required. Unilaterally it cannot be taken a decision. You will definitely have a dialogue. Please respond positively and extend your fullest cooperation. I don't want to talk much anymore. I wish all the best for all the lawyers and the suffering litigants. We all work together to protect this nation and protect this democracy. I must extend my hearty thanks to Dr. HEGDE, SHWETA, RAVISHANKAR for having organized this meaningful function and bringing out a commemorative issue about me. This will be a source of further strength to me to work for the masses of this country. Thank you very much.